Hey man, what it do YouTube? It's your boy back again with another video, man. This video will be late, so it's just content at the end of the day. So 30 weapons, not all 30 plus. I'm gonna say all 30 plus weapons that would be released when Black Ops 7 drop. I'm excited. My loop of games, I already told y'all this in a previous video. My loop of games is big. We got Battlefield coming up. We got Arc Raiders coming up. We got the Ghost of Tsushima, you know what I'm saying, after game coming out on the second, right before my birthday, like right before my birthday. We got Black Ops 7, we got GTA, we got 2K being good this year, we got Madden being lit this year. We just got a bunch of games, and hopefully Marvel Rivals pull through. But my rotation of games is lit. Let's get to these guns. Shout out BK Dynamite, you know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to him. Link in the description, man. Let's get to it.
What's going on, everybody? This is DK Dynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about every known weapon coming to the beta and launch for Black Ops 7. Definitely
this for you, and you don't know
the
the guns.
Tired of raining the fire or any other BO6 tracks in my videos, don't worry, because just earlier today, they released their first track as a part of BO7 multiplayer, and it's a remix of Adrenaline. So yes, the absolute classic from Black Ops 2 has been remixed for the upcoming game, and it's actually one of many tracks that we're going to be able to hear at the menu. Not sure if that means there's a random chance that one of these tracks ends up playing when you're in a lobby and queuing, or does that confirm the existence of a music player, which Cold War already had? That feature was actually teased for Black Ops 6 many months ago, but never ended up dropping, so I'm betting they had to just save it for BO7 at the end of the day, but we're gonna have to wait and see whenever some other tracks are gonna end up being revealed. Now, earlier today, I did do a reaction to the official gameplay trailer for BO7 multiplayer, and we skimmed through most of the blog that just focuses on MP, but I figured tonight we'll take the time to focus on just weaponry and debuffs that we're going to be seeing in just over a week. Now, over at COD Next on September 30th, below.
Here's how we
get some guns, man. Ain't going there. Come on, I'm about to get my dead ass and shot on. Get on Borderlands. Oh, that nigga gonna be mad. I'm level 19 though. Like, we ain't big players. Sure, fuck.
They first confirmed the gunsmith in BO7 is gonna get a nice fresh coat of paint. Very futuristic looking, but still laid out similarly to what we've seen in the last couple of years. Don't really have an issue with that, but honestly, if I had it my way, yes, I would probably go with some type of pick 10 or pick 13 system for MP. Let zombies do its own thing, and then of course have the traditional gunsmith.
For zombies, can we please go back to the old shit, bro? I'm tired of that. I'm super duper tired because I'm not really big into zombies. But I still like the feel of going in there randomly, you know what I'm saying? I might get the camo, so I might be streaming that shit. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Can we go back to starting off with a pistol, please? Can we go back to that? That's way better. You know what I'm saying? That's way better. I don't like starting off like, and then cause we've been having recently, ever since Cold War, nigga, I can start out with a motherfucking 100-round gun off the rip with fully attached. Fully attachments, at least with Black Ops 3. I remember this personally. Black Ops 3 and I think 4, I'm not lying, you can put attachments on your gun, but you always started out with the pistol. I'm rocking with that. You know what I'm saying? Let me have decked out guns. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let me have decked out guns. But when I start playing the game, I know round base is back. Let me start out with the pistol. Now, if I can pick the pistol, I'm cool with that. I can. Oh, I want to go with that Cat 40 remake, or I want to go with the I don't know if they're gonna have a burst pistol like the BR-23, I think it was called, but I know it's a whatever that two-tone pistol called. That's a remake too. Niggas don't know that. That's a remake. Yeah, just let me start out with a pistol, bro.
Warzone, since Warzone, of course, is derived from Modern Warfare and the way that that gunsmith works, so I wouldn't mind if each mode had their own type of create a class system, but I can understand from a business standpoint why they want to keep things universal from mode
to mode. Simple for these.
But they, of course, confirmed that we're going to be seeing detailed attachment stats inside of Black Ops 7, as we got for the most part within BO6, but there will be some improvements as they showed us over in the blog post, and yes, you're going to be able to share your weapon builds by using a code. These codes are pretty long, but if you're on PC, it'll be easy to just copy-paste using your keyboard and mouse. Whether you get a code from a website or from a DM, you can just plop it in the gunsmith, and boom, all the attachments for that weapon build are going to be laid out. Will they ever enhance it to also include perks and other parts of a certain class?
Next year.
But for now, they're just based on the weapon build specifically and the attachments that you can equip. But if you're on console, I get it. It might take longer to type in a long code instead of just clicking the attachments for yourself. That's understandable, but I think if you manage to just get a DM from somebody on PSN or Xbox or within the Whisper system on HQ,
they gonna have to what they're gonna have to do is change that shit, because you can't copy messages on You probably can do it for Xbox, but I know for me personally, I tried it on PlayStation. You can't do it. You can't copy what you call it. Now I'm gonna go back and see if I can try it again, and hopefully it worked. Because if you get some shit like that, if you get it from a video, you're fucked. Or if you got the PlayStation app, you got a second account, you can send the code there and do all that. But it's gonna take you a long time. But me personally,
that could be a way that you can also copy paste your codes into the gunsmith. And they also mentioned that the firing range is going to be returning. I don't believe it was ever a usable feature at COD Next for MW2, 3, or Black Ops 6, but if we could use it in Black Ops 7, I'll be sure to preview that ASAP. Now, what I wanted to start with as far as weaponry goes is that they implied that the ballistic knife, or maybe the ballista, is set to return at some point in the post-launch cycle, so that could be our first DLC weapon we get in Season 1, which I'm going to guess is in early December. Remake, they use the word ballistic to tease this weapon. I'm going to say it's the ballistic knife, which can also allow for the introduction of sticks and stones as a party game mode, but that's up in the air. There's also some images in this vlog of the X9 Maverick rifle, the Warden Marksman rifle, and the Carbon 57 SMG, which is actually inspired by the Cordite from Black Ops 4. These weapons weren't listed in the other sections going over every assault rifle, SMG, and sniper, pistol, marksman. Those weren't mentioned, but obviously we'll be able to see the full list and roster of weapons in the COD Next build, or at least whatever's going to be usable during the beta, and they'll probably do a separate blog closer to launch going over absolutely every weapon, since some, of course, were intentionally left out with...
Hopefully, I still gotta react to it, but I know how easy it's gonna be to get the camo. Hopefully the camo look good. I'm tired of the dark matter shit. Hopefully we go away from that dark matter shit.
Today's marketing. But with the Vault Edition of Black Ops 7, we're of course going to be getting Mastercrafts for the Peacekeeper, the VS Recon, which is a sniper inspired by the DSR, the Shock Baton melee weapon, the Dravik 45 SMG, and even the M10 Breacher. So again, if you guys don't buy the Vault Edition, you won't be able to access these Mastercrafts, and regardless, you won't be able to use them during the beta anyway, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's unclear what levels you have to hit before you can unlock these weapons specifically. But the good news is, if you spend a couple of bucks on a Monster Energy can that's specially marked with Black Ops 7, you can actually get blueprints for the Peacekeeper and the VS Recon Sniper, so effectively that can give you early access to those weapons day 1, November the 14th, instead of waiting until what I'm assuming is level 30 or 40 to be able to unlock those fan favorite weapons. But to clarify as well, those monster blueprints will not be usable in the beta if you've already redeemed your code through Monster. Now, as a disclaimer, because I've seen a couple of questions about this, not a single weapon from Black Ops 6 is currently scheduled to carry forward into Black Ops 7. That's more...
That shit hurt. I can't lie, bro, because look at the gun, like, the FAL, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they ever been like that. But it's just like the LC10, that shit, bro. Come on, man. I don't care about none of that shit. I just want my C10 back, man.
A bummer for zombies, if anything. But jumping into assault rifles, we have the M15 Mod 0, an adaptable, fully auto AR combining well-rounded damage, range, and even handling. We then have the
The way that gun looked, the way this gun looked, ain't gonna lie, I thought this was a marksman rifle. But all y'all do know, they put the M8 in the marksman rifle category, bro. Hopefully, pros, please, just let that shit slide. You can have one of them. Hopefully for rank, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, hopefully for rank, we got a big bundle of guns to use. Hopefully, got one sniper, at least one, not the PO6, which is from the Ion in this game. But hopefully, one sniper, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Let me use the M8. ARs and SMGs, let it either be, I want to say 4 apiece. Because it's 6 guns in total for each of them. So 6 ARs, 6 SMGs. I think it's 3 marksman rifles, 3 LMGs, 2 shotguns, 3 snipers, and I think it's 2 pistols. So for rank, let us use all the pistols besides the automatic one or whatever y'all want to do. Give us 4. Either I'll say this, because we're gonna use the M8 like an AR anyway. You always use marksman rifles like an AR. Do 3 ARs and then the M8, which will make it 4 ARs. You know what I'm saying? And then do 4 SMGs. So that means if you don't want to use this, you don't want to use that, you don't want to use that, you got your option right here. And then 1 sniper. I think that'd be perfect. Damage, range,
and get it right, bro. Handling. We then have the MXR-17, another full auto rifle with excellent accuracy and range, offset by its more modest mobility and rate of fire. We then have the fan favorite Peacekeeper Mark I. As they wrote, the full auto AR delivering exceptional mobility and handling for its class does come with the cost of high recoil and limited range. But they also mentioned 3 other additional assault rifles are going to be available during the launch window of BO7. What I'm guessing here is that the list we got in the blog today, or most of it at least, is the roster of weapons we're going to be seeing during the beta. But for SMGs, we have the Graz 45K, a versatile, fully auto SMG offering a solid balance of CQB power, handling,
that reminds me of the
recoil.
GKS from Black Ops 4.
We have the Dravik 45, another full auto SMG, which is highly stable and effective at longer ranges, but with less raw CQB power. But next up, we have the Razor 9mm, another fan favorite that we haven't seen in a little while. Another full auto SMG with an extreme rate of fire, but limited range and slower.
I'm going to make a prediction right now. This might be the meta right here. We'll be looking at the Razor. If you can put a bigger mag on it, depending on what's the base mag, probably going to be 30. This definitely might be the, because looking at all 3 of them, this going to be good too. I think all the SMG is good anyway. This might be meta too, right here. This gun right here. But this reminds me of the DKS. But this gun right here might be meta.
That we haven't seen in a little while. Another full auto SMG with an extreme rate of fire, but limited range and slower handling. And they also mentioned here we're going to be seeing 3 additional SMGs at launch of BO7 on November the 14th. You could, of course, put your guesses in the comments down below as to what some of these weapons are inspired from, because they did mention that 16 weapons day 1 are going to be completely original, while the others, to make up a total of 30 weapons, will be reimagining the weapons that we've seen in previous Black Ops games.
Man, god damn it. Remington, bro. They said you was able to charge that shot up to make it. If you ever play what's it called? Apex, Peacekeeper, when you aim it in, it go from here and you know what I'm saying, that bitch shrink up. Do that on here too.
We have the M10 Breacher, a pump action charged shotgun where you can actually hold the trigger to improve hip and ADS spread for a tighter pellet spray. We then have the Echo 12. It mentions it's a rechambering double barrel shotgun where it fires 2 semi-automatic shots between rechambers. It offers great range and a high damage potential with back-to-back shots. But there will be a 3rd shotgun available day 1, and because we're not seeing carry forward from BO6, I'm going to guess they're going to be adding a ton of DLC weapons during the post-launch, a bunch through weekly challenges, others through some maybe seasonal events, and of course others through upcoming battle passes. But for light machine guns, they only mentioned the MK78.
They say we got
full auto light machine gun with great damage and a high ammo count, but is limited by slower mobility and even handling. There's only one other LMG that'll be in the game during the launch window, but the way I see it is like if a Call of Duty launches with 30 to 33 weapons, that makes the camo grind easier, and then once you have that mastery camo, you only have to worry about the DLC weapons that come out after, instead of having more weapons to worry about during launch, which will obviously prolong your ability to get dark matter or whatever the equivalent is in Zombies, Campaign, or even Warzone. But for marksman rifles, they only gave us a glimpse of the M8A1, at least in this section of the blog, where they mentioned the 4-round burst marksman rifle returning from BO2 with very high damage and an extremely fast rate of fire within the burst, balanced by a moderate burst cooldown. We did see it return inside of Black Ops 3 as well, but this is an instant fan favorite. It's probably going to be the go-to weapon in comp, if I had to guess. They mentioned we're going to be seeing 2...
Yeah, he don't watch comp that much. He don't watch comp that much. Just because it's a marksman rifle, hopefully, bro, please, Jesus, tap into their head, bro. Hopefully they let that one slide. Like I said, I want 4 ARs. I want 4 ARs, so you don't want to play with this. I don't want niggas to be stuck with 2 guns. And then if you watch the CDL or you mainly play rank, you stuck with 2 guns. I don't want that. I want at least to be 4. So you tired of one, you know what I'm saying? You tired, you get this one. Oh, you tired of the Peacekeeper, you go to the next one, which going to be the Rampart, essentially, you know what I'm saying? And then you tired of that one, go to the M8, you know what I'm saying? You go to that one. And then whatever that last gun is, you go like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you do 3 full ARs and have 1 marksman rifle. I think that would be, you know what I'm saying?
Other marksman rifles during the launch window, while when it comes to snipers, we first have the VS Recon, inspired by the DSR, a bolt-action sniper with a quick rechamber and moderate recoil and stability. We also have the XR3,
and then
a 3-round burst sniper.
On top of that, my fault for pausing. We don't have to get headshots for sniper again. And you only got to get 80, so you only got to get 80 kills. You only got to get 80 kills with a sniper. And then shotguns is Point blank, yeah. Shotguns is point blank. So like this shit gonna be easy as hell. Easy as hell.
With high power and low recoil, but slower handling and a short pre-fire delay. There'll be one other sniper during the launch window. On top of that, for pistol, they only mentioned the Jaeger 45, which is a reliable sidearm with a very fast rate of fire and low recoil, while they also showed us the Coda 9. Looks like the MR6 from BO3, a full auto pistol with high damage and rate of fire, offset by strong recoil and a shorter effective range. There'll also be one more pistol that we'll see on November the 14th. But speaking of pistols, a new feature was introduced in today's trailer, which I hope is available during the beta. The ability, when you have akimbo pistols, to actually put one of them away in the case you're doing a specific challenge, or if an enemy is far down the map and you want to just use one pistol instead of having both.
That's a good feature.
Also with range, and I think it's something that is long overdue inside of Call of Duty multiplayer. For launchers, they only showed us the Arc M1. It's a charge launcher. You have to hold the trigger to charge up a devastating energy beam that can pierce through enemies and also deals high damage to vehicles and even score streaks. There'll also be one more launcher on November 14th. But for melees, to round things out here, we have the Flatline Mark II. It deals high damage and a moderate attack speed. I'm sure there'll also be a heavy attack you can do, as we saw with all the melees in Black Ops 6. And there'll be one more melee available during launch. Now, I'm going to leave the detonated article linked down below, as we'll be getting updates as more weapons do get revealed. There's one in particular that I didn't mention earlier, but it's the Puma, a reimagining of the PDW, whereas I'm sure they'll also end up unveiling exactly what each weapon is supposed to be, what it's reimagined from, in a separate blog or announcement closer to November the 14th. But that is about it. This has been DK Dynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section.
I like the gun pull. I like the gun. Yes, it's what, 14 or 16. That's, you know what I'm saying, remakes. But I'm cool with that. Oh, the KN is in the game too. The KN, that's in the game. We seen the from the first reveal, from the reveal of Black Ops 7. We seen the KN, like I think that was like what, like one of the third guns we seen. The KN's in the game. Gotta have some type of AK since y'all not implement the other one. So the KN is in the game. What else? Did we see anything else? I don't know. But I like this pool of guns. I'm not gonna lie, I like this pool of guns. I like this pool of guns. Hopefully all of them good. Which Treyarch has a good implement of making damn near all the guns good. It might be one fully ahead of them, but at least when it comes to the other guns, they all in that same range. You feel me? Hopefully they don't kill too fast. We still got that reaction time. If we got that, some of y'all don't got that reaction time. I got that reaction time sometimes, but hopefully they don't kill too fast so we can react. Boom. Hopefully it takes like at least 5 bullets, 2 bullets, and 6 bullets per kill. Especially if it's a faster one. You know that bit gotta hit in the 7s, the 8s. You feel me? But ARs, I want at least 5, 4. Depending on where you hit. If you hit headshot, you already know about that. But hopefully they good, man. Hopefully we got a viable options in rank for, like I said, y'all already heard. I ain't gonna say it again. But I'm out of here. Let me know how y'all feel about the guns. Me personally, I like them.